Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. Today is December 27th, 2023. There was a full moon last night. Anybody get to see it? Not around here. Foggiest Christmas. I think even when I lived in BC, there was not this much fog, and it's super dense. So, like illusions and hiding, and things are being kept under cover. Full moons are also about letting go and releasing. So, hopefully you spend some time thinking about the things that you do not want to carry with you into the new year. I think personal behaviors and things, right? Habits, and it's easy for us to recognize, we're going to enter into a new year and everybody does their New Year's resolution. Well, you can just start that today. Like, why wait? And then I think also this is a time when we're like realizing there's things that we should do better or things that we could do better. Sometimes we don't know how to do those things. So that's why we have places like Contemplation Station, right? Like just for ideas. And if you recognize something that's being said or recognize it in somebody else, always remember that it could probably be in you first. So take care of your own crap and let others worry about their own too. We have enough on our own plates, unless of course they're your children, but lead by example, I think, in the end. So anyways, today we're on our 7th day of the 12 days of Yule. And our month is August. So, I just think August in the Northern Hemisphere is lovely, beautiful summer weather generally. I used to have a ritual of going with a very good friend to Whistler, British Columbia, in August. And Whistler's a winter town, but winter's an all-season town. Whistler is an all-season town, if you ask me. Pretty much anything in British Columbia is an all-season place. If you ever have the opportunity to check out British Columbia, do. Canada's pretty amazing. Ultimately, there's every kind of, geography that you can probably think of. I think there's 32 different climate zones on the planet, and I know BC has a lot of them. I went through Peru, and when I did that, I think we went through 18, and a lot of the places really reminded me of British Columbia. So, yeah, there's wonderful things where we live. So get outside and see what you can see, right? Like staycations. I think this is why things like COVID and things happen, so that you can learn to appreciate where you are and the abundance and beauty that's around us all the time that we stop noticing or just, kind of forget to appreciate. So, outside is free. Enjoy it. Even if it's 4 seasons. If it's really cold and crappy, hopefully you have a warm place and you can enjoy the weather from indoors, Even just contemplating out the window sometimes is really nice. Grab yourself a card and sit there and look outside and see what comes to you. You'd be surprised sometimes. There's little signs that come from nature. It's like when your vibration is a certain way, your frequency is like a certain, I know it sounds like woo-woo stuff, but it's really not. When you're feeling in a certain space and you're open and your heart's open, but then there's no fear. So it seems to be a lot more critters come around, birds and squirrels and praying mantis and butterflies, dragonflies, hummingbird, like all the things. Just try it sometime and see. Even in the winter, there's like squirrels and things. Anyways, let's see what we get here. All right. So the big question today is, my fears are, well, could probably shuffle a couple more times. I was shuffling while I was kind of getting prepared here. I don't really take any notes or do anything. I just go with what comes up, what feels like it needs to be said. Of course, I have the question and the month because that's our game plan. I just put some lotion on my face. Now my glasses are sliding off. Please excuse me. All right. What are my fears? What are our fears? Maybe collectively, even. Nine of good cheer. Oh, that's 9 of cups. 9 of cups, I believe, is wish granted. 9 of cups is, well, it's almost 10 of cups, which is pretty nice, right? Like, you can't get better than that. 9 of cups, I like it. It's, yeah, it's wish granted. So maybe our biggest fears are that we won't get what we wish for, that we won't have what we want to have in our lives. That comes with manifesting, and there's certain ways in which we need to do that. You know, what you put in, your thoughts and things, eventually they come back around. So, you know, be careful what you wish for and make it important. In this particular deck, she looks like she's had a wonderful time. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off there. You know, Christmas Day come and gone. The meal's been had. She's just relaxing and enjoying all the things. Yeah, with such a uplifting looking card, it's hard to think of, you know, a fear that can come out of here. But maybe, yeah, maybe hopeful that it will happen again, you know. The fear is that this is the last time the family will get together. I know I've heard that a lot over the years, you know, people, families and close loved ones and friends, and you're not too sure what's going to happen next or where you're going to end up. So always cherish, right, every moment that you have with your friends and family. And yeah, I don't know. Well, let's see what we get for August, and maybe they'll kind of go together. Give it a little shuffle here. So August. So this is day 8. 8 of the 12 days of Yule. Just wait a second. I'm pretty sure all the months coordinate. The 8th month is August. So pardon me for that. All right, August. Oh, right there. Cup of good cheer. Nope. Page of good cheer. Cup of good cheer is the one. So they kind of still go together, right? And they're both solitary. So a fear of maybe not being worthy of other people showing up. You know, you plan a big event and nobody comes. You know, maybe you have like a certain celebration that you do every time in August, or if you're thinking you want to plan something for then, you're afraid that maybe it won't, you know, work out. And even if it doesn't, it's just not meant to. But still, good things can come from it. So yeah, just prepare yourself. And I'd be interested to see, you know, if you look at these cards and have an understanding, you know, the Page of Good Cheer, which is very close to the 9. So the one that's in the middle is the 10 of Good Cheer, 10 of Cups, which is like one of the ultimate cards in the deck. So what's missing? Maybe you in the middle. How you think about these things can make them go either way, always. So let's read, we'll just read the quick keywords from the 9, and then we'll read the Page of Good Cheer and see how these mix in with our fears that we might harbor. I better turn the light on. It's much too dark to see. Yeah, these winter nights are really just about enough, right? All right, here she is, and she says, where are we? The Nine of Good Cheer. Rewards, success, and abundance. So our fears are maybe that we won't have these things. She looks very successful. She had a successful dinner. So unfounded fears, not seeing, we're not seeing our own successes. We're not seeing our own abundances that we have, because abundance isn't only about money. Abundance is friends and family and having enough to get them together. You know, maybe that's the thing. You worry about that kind of stuff. All right, well, let's look up our Page of Good Cheer. The book's getting easier to navigate because the pages are not sticking together like they were for a while there. All right. Nope, wrong way. Here we are. Page of Good Cheer. To hold the page open with my goofy thumb. Okay. Here we are. Kind, attentive, over-analytical. Well, those could that go together with fears. Fears a lot of times are... No. Fears really are all in our mind. And, excuse me, yeah, learning how to navigate them and how to quiet them and how to make them into something that's that you notice when it's coming up, like the trigger, when you notice right away. Awareness, being present, it's always really, it really is the key. It really is. So let me quickly read this one. The Page of Good Cheer is a kind-hearted individual who wears their heart on their sleeve, and as such they attract a lot of attention and encourage it. However, they do not possess the emotional maturity to deal with relationships of the heart and are easily hurt and read too much into situations. This is a person who analyzes a text message and completely gets it wrong at the end of the stick. Oh, completely gets the wrong end of the stick. Their sensitivity expands to include art, and they are often exceptional musicians. They are attracted to the subtle worlds of spirituality and may demonstrate powerful psychic tendencies. To bring out their potential, this individual needs to be encouraged and treated kindly. Okay. Kind, attentive, over-analytical. Oops. Get our cards back up together here. So, can you see yourself in any way in that? You know? Maybe the person had this great party and everybody left right away. And she felt like it was crap and nobody liked it. So she's going to the garden to eat worms, or she's going to the kitchen to have some punch by herself. But really it's probably just all in her mind, you know? Well, it is all in her mind. And if there's something we are doing that is actually making that happen, that people would want to come, they want to, you know, show up for your meal or your event or whatever it is, and then just leave right away. They just want to put in an appearance. You know, sometimes people have their own reasons and their own ideas and their own things they need to attend to. And, you know, thank you for showing up. Thank you for making the effort, even if it was for 5 minutes, you know? I think that's important, to support each other and do what we can for one another when we can. That's it, right? So those are our cards. The 8th day of Yule and August. So again, journal them down and let's see what we get. It's going to be really fun to see as we go along. See what we come up with. It also teaches, you know, when you journal it, you can see maybe what you thought what your own thoughts were. Maybe a couple words I said, you like jot those down, but then you take your own information. And of course, not everything I say, like I've said before. Take what resonates with you and just leave the rest. You get that feeling, oh, this is me, or oh, that's me. Or when you go, that's not me, right? And remember about thou doth protest too much. Sometimes it is you and you don't want to look. So don't stick your head in the sand. Let's deal with our crap and get on with 2024, man. Best is yet to come. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me and have a good evening.